worshiping wind in the leaves. The river brings life to everything that was once dead. There are no more hurts, no more tears shed, and my spirit is at ease. This world, I know, it reeks of peace. This is God's promise to all who overcome, but this is what life is really like.
Today we've got a fight.
I look around me and see
the masochists that have stolen our cities.
Riots demanding freedom.
People eating sloth.
When they're heirs to the kingdom.
I fall asleep to the sound of
IEDs.
Martyrs scream,
desperate pleas. I'm in a constant war,
Not just in the flesh.
but in my soul.
and I still feel
Like I'm alone.
I gotta do this on my own. Because no one has my trust. I know that there's a God up in heaven, but he must have forgotten about me. I wanted someone to fix this, to fill what is hollow, to stop the world from spinning so that I could stand too. But then I hear God say, well, why can't that be you? That's the moment that I decided within myself that I'm going to start praying for the resistance. I look out my window and see out in the distance a girl tending to the wounds of one fellow fighter. So I prayed that she'd stay that way, that no one would divide her, because when I look beyond myself, I see it's not just me. Jesus won the war on the cross.
Well, we are still fighting. I look at this wounded soldier and wonder if I could possibly help, because on the inside, I'm hurt and I'm wounded myself, but my facade hides it from everyone. I fake a smile and pretend I'm all right, but honestly, I cry myself to sleep at night because no one knows my failures. And then I hear God whisper, I know what's going on inside. Don't pretend, don't feel the need to hide. You can't win this alone. I look off and I see a girl sitting with her boy, and it seems as perfect as can be until I look in her eyes and I realize she isn't satisfied. And no matter how hard she tries, she's incomplete. God, I pray that she would find your love to hold her together and give her peace. Because when I look beyond myself, I see it's not just me. Jesus won the war on the cross.
But we're still fighting.
As I look around, I want someone to love me and to accept me for who I am and not leave me feeling used. But normally I come to find the guy that's holding my hand, the one I call mine, still leaves me feeling empty inside. I'm torn open for everyone to see. So hurting on my knees is where God found me, saying, I will show you love that stands when push comes to shove. Then I look across the street and I see a boy and our eyes meet. And I see that he doesn't fit in. I pray that he would find strength again. But when I look beyond myself, I see it's not just me. Jesus won the war on the cross.
But we're still fighting. I laugh as my friend finished off his dirty joke, but honestly, this stuff just gets old. I try to set an example and show them the love I know, but at times, when I speak, my Jesus doesn't show. I try to show them the way. But when I try to, I find myself caught up in sin again. Though I fight fiercely, my efforts are all for naught. If I can't stand for the God I love, if I disregard everything I was taught, then why even fake it? I lifted up my eyes and begged for forgiveness and asked him to make me the witness he wants me to be. He said, it won't be easy, but it'll be worth it. Suddenly, someone catches my eye, a friend I once neglected. Though she knows me inside, I go to her to tell her how sorry I am, try to rekindle the friendship if I can, and for the first time in my life, show the love of the great I am. Jesus won the war on the cross.
But we're still fighting. Why are we learning from our mistakes?
Don't we have what it takes? But then I heard God say that only he knows because he is the way. I was humbled, put in my place. I knew I could not erase everything that's messed up. God would fix it with his love. When I stopped, I found myself meeting the eyes of a stranger. But then again, every time his blood strains. I just couldn't break his gaze. It just looked like he felt like he was so afraid. So I prayed that he wouldn't feel so afraid or ashamed. When I look beyond myself, I see it's not just me. Jesus won the war on the cross.
But we are still fighting. I learned to keep quiet since I was a kid. If I just follow the crowd, I'll always have a friend. But God called me by name and told me not to be afraid. He wants to use my voice. He wants him to be my first choice. I smile with uncertainty, hoping one day someone will see the difference in my heart, this difference that sets me apart. Suddenly, a hand was in my face. This Jesus freak whose love could not be erased. She helped me upon my feet as if telling me to stand and be who God wants me to be. When I look beyond myself, I see it's not just me, Jesus won the cross.
But we're still fighting. We still don't know wrong from right. And just like Satan, we are all still trying to pick a fight. But God, he will shine tonight. He will let out his battle cry and sing to the world that Satan's shadow is casting over, with his demons standing beside him. Why can't you see that the devil's power is growing dim? Or what are you all really stuck in? Just the same old spin as he sits, watching with a foolish grin. And why can't you see that God, He has already won this battle? It had never begun. See, we're just waiting for the day we need not overcome. But when the once losers fall to their knees and hear the crowning words, well done.